Hi there. There is a fast way to format your memory card if you are the lucky owner of a Nikon D750, and actually I think this applies to many of the top level models from Nikon. But let's dive right into it. And here on the screen you see, is it the manual? Yes or no, it's the manual. Yes, I'm sorry, it is the manual, but I will just show you here where you can read more details about this, about formatting memory. If you press Ctrl F, you will get this little menu up here to the right. And you can see here it has actually found the first occasion of format memory card. And if I take the next one here, you can see I get right to this page, is page 375, I believe it is. As they say here, note that formatting permanently deletes all pictures and other data on the card. Before formatting, be sure to make a backup as required. And I think that is very wise advice. Please follow this. This process will delete anything that is on your memory card, and it is very cumbersome to try to recover data. It's much easier to have the data stored in a safe place before you continue with this process. So a little warning here in the beginning, but this is a super fast way of actually formatting your card. What you do is that you can do it within the menu system as they show here. But this is a rather deep menu system, and there's actually no need to do that, because you have two buttons on your Nikon D750. One is the little delete or garbage can button here, and the other one is the metering button. And you can see next to these two there is a little red text saying format here. And if you hold down these two buttons at the same time for, I believe it is 5 seconds or so, you will see that the screen starts flashing with FOR for formatting. And if you press those two buttons once again, then you will delete the card. Another thing to notice here is that, as they say here, press the buttons together again a second time to format the card. To exit without formatting card, press any other button or wait for about 6 seconds. So if you start to panic and suddenly doubt whether you should format or not, leave everything as it is, and after a few seconds it will go back to out of the formatting mode. Formatting is actually extremely fast. I will show you in a few seconds. It is extremely fast. It takes, I believe, less than a second. And if you have two memory cards, you can actually on the main dial choose between which of the two cards that will be formatted. I won't show you that, but I just think this is good information as well. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. So here on the back side of your Nikon D750 you have the little garbage can button here, as I call it, and right below that you can see in red it's written format in a little box here. And the same goes for your metering selector button here, where there's written format in red just next to it. So if you hold down these two at the same time for, I believe it is 5 seconds, let me just show you here. You can see now it starts to flash with FOR for format. And if you release the buttons and then press once again, then the formatting is done. And you can see it was so fast that there was hardly no lag when you did the formatting. And then the proof that there is no data on your card anymore is if you press the little play button up here. You can see it says folder contains no images. If you have, this is a 2 memory card slots setup. On the D750, if you have 2 cards, you can actually on the main dial select which of the 2 cards you want to have formatted. And also, I think it's worth noticing, if you press these 2 buttons and then the formatting is flashing and you regret what you did, you can simply just leave everything as they are, and then it will jump out of that mode again. But please make sure that you have moved or copied everything from your memory card to Lightroom, to your computer, and to a backup place and all of that before proceeding with this process. But it does save you some time, I think, that you don't have to go into the menu system every time to format your memory card. Also notice that Nikon states in the manual that you should format the memory card in your camera and not on your computer. So I think a safe way to minimize problems with your memory card is probably to format it on your camera. Thank you for watching. As always, happy shooting. Take care. Bye bye.